Okay, topic of today. How do I find my maintenance calories? How do I know the amount of calories it takes to maintain my current body weight and my current physique? Um, okay, let's start here. This is what everybody else is going to tell you to do. I'm going to write this in red. Uh, Everyone else is going to say go online and use a calorie tracker. Use an online calorie tracker, one where you type in your height and your weight and your activity, and it gives you a number of how many calories you are supposed to eat every day based on your activity level and whatever else it asks you. Calorie tracker. Okay, oops, messed this up. Okay, here's why I don't like this. As much as people like to say that, your maintenance calories, it's just calories in and calories out, and sure, that's true to an extent. There's just like so many things that go into how many calories you actually need every day, and it actually does depend a little bit on the person. So that's why I say don't trust this. Okay, if I did this, it would be like 500 calories off. Okay, it always says it's like 500 calories lower than my maintenance. That's because I just have to eat more than you would think I have to eat just to maintain my body weight, which is not very much. So here's what you should actually do. Step one: track everything you eat. Track everything for a week. Okay. Now, why track everything? Pretty simple. If you don't know how many calories you've been eating, you don't know anything about your maintenance. You don't know if you need to increase or decrease. And then going forward, you're not going to know how much you have to eat in order to lose weight or gain weight, whichever way you have to go. So you have to start somewhere. You have to know what your maintenance actually is. And the best way to do that is to just simply track it. So before you eat every food, just look at the label, or there's even like AI apps now where you can just scan the food and it'll, I don't know how accurate this is, but it'll supposedly give you the macros of your meal. Okay, pretty amazing if it works. I don't know if it works, but try your best. It's okay if you're a couple hundred calories off every day, but just get a rough estimate, like, roughly 2,200 or roughly 3,200 calories a day. Okay. Now here's another thing. This is step two. You're gonna track everything. You're going to weigh yourself. I know I'm completely covering the whiteboard because I'm left-handed, but weigh yourself. Okay. Why do you need to weigh yourself? Well, for starters, even if you track everything, you actually might be eating in a surplus without realizing. And if you weigh yourself before and after that week and you realize you gained a pound, then you actually have been eating in a surplus. Okay. And then we know how much we need to bring you down to eat in a maintenance and then in a deficit to lose weight. So you've got to weigh yourself before and after to see if your weight actually fluctuated that week. Now, if your weight stayed the same, then you know that you were actually eating in a maintenance. Okay. If your weight changed, then you were not eating at your maintenance calories. Okay. Now for step three. Ready for step three? It's super complicated. Actually, it's extremely simple. Step number three: adjust your calorie intake, or I'll say adjust caloric intake depending on your goals. So it's going to vary whether you want to increase or decrease your current calorie intake, depending on goals. So this is super self-explanatory. If your goal is to gain weight and you've been eating 3,000 calories a week, you haven't gained any weight this week, boom, eat 3,500 calories a week. Let's say you track everything for a week. You're eating 4,000 calories a day. You gained 2 pounds that week. And your goal is to lose weight. You need to eat less calories. You've tracked everything for a week. You ate 3,000 calories. You weighed yourself and you lost weight, because that is what happens to me if I eat 3,000 calories. Sometimes I lose weight, but I actually want to gain weight. So we need to start eating about 3,500, maybe even 4,000 calories. Okay, you see where I'm going with this? So this is going to be completely individual individualistic. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be completely personal to you. And again, you can use an online tracker, but it might be a few hundred calories off. And then if you trust that, then you might not get anywhere. Oh, one more thing. So you adjust the caloric intake. Here's another thing. You either have to track everything going forward, or you have to work with somebody who is going to give you a diet that will work. So I'm just going to say eat proper amount of calories. And actually, you don't even really need that. Let's just give you the 3 steps. Track it all, weigh yourself, adjust according to your goals. And there you have it. I'm going to be posting a bunch more content just like this video in my free community on school.com. It's just an online community platform. It's called Olympian Aesthetics. So if you want to learn more about losing body fat, building muscle, and achieving your dream physique, go ahead and join the community. You can join for free, and you can meet a bunch of other people who are trying to do the same thing that you are. I'll leave a link to it in the bio below, so just click the link in the bio.